but it's just not there half the time. So she automatically has to go and get Plan B or an abortion or something like that. Oh yeah, no, his concern. Hello and welcome back to Harley Hope's ADHD and Autism Mess channel. On today's video, we are talking about unpopular opinions that I'm gonna say if I agree with them or if I disagree with them. So before we actually get started, please make sure to click that like button, click the subscribe button, click the notification button. There's a lot of clicks. And should we just get started? Okay, so number one is you don't always have to be a work in progress. I personally think that is true, but some people love to work and some people just don't at all. I'm not saying that it's whether a choice or not when they don't want to work, because I know that a lot of people with like chronic illness and like depression and stuff like that, they really struggle to work because of it's just a part of their body and a part of their mind. I prefer to be like working a lot because it takes my mind off of a lot of stuff. And it also helps my ADHD brain to shut down a little bit for just a small amount of time. Other people don't like to be a work in progress sometimes, if they just want to have a lazy day, or if they want to have a self-care day, or if they just can't do it, but it is what it is. And I kind of am 50-50 disagreeing to agreeing with this, because there are some people that love it and some people that hate it. Out of not a choice, but I personally like to be a work in progress because it helps my mindset. Number two, it's always better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. I am not 100% sure on what this exactly means personally, but I still think 50-50 of this, because of even if you go and do your own thing without asking someone's permission for it, like someone can't control your life, but like they might just be looking out for you a lot because if they might know your mindset better than you, I guess. I don't know, but I'm still 50-50 on that one, because if I'm like, some people like to have someone in control all the time and some people don't, so it's like, and so I'm 50-50 with this one, because of I personally go, you know what, I want to be able to do this, but sometimes I need this allowance kind of to push me that way, because otherwise my brain will just start overthinking and my anxiety will go high as hell. Number three is best things in life are simple. I don't particularly think that this is true, because in my opinion, I believe that when you really want to dream life, then you work your ass off for it, because of manifesting does help apparently, but I just think I want this dream life, so I'm going to work my ass off for it, but in the most smartest way possible, and see how it turns out. But to some people, their life is literally just like, oh, I just want to be a home wife with the children almost all the time and my husband working and stuff like that. Or I'm working 50-50, he's working 50-50, and we're both looking after the kids. Which I can understand that, but for me, I'm just like, I work hard for so it comes to be. The fourth one is it is good to be bored. Personally, I have heard so many times that when you're bored and letting your brain just go and go and go and go until it gets exhausted, that it is good for you. But personally, I don't think it is good a lot of the time for me, because of my brain. No matter on how long I leave it to just continuously go, it basically just doesn't want to stop unless not even unless I fall asleep. Like, I will fall asleep sometimes and I will still have my brain going like this. It's not fun. But to some people whose brains can just stop out of nowhere, like, I would suggest them to take breaks, and I would suggest them to just meditate and try and relax and stuff like that. People who don't have anxiety, or they don't have depression or schizophrenia or any of this kind of they would probably really struggle to do this stuff. Number 5 is to look confident, you need to be comfortable. I don't agree with this. The reason why I am demisexual is because of I need to feel that emotional connection with a person, right? So even if I feel confident about wearing a short skirt, I would probably wear shorts underneath it, just for, but a short skirt with with a crop top or something, and I'm going out and I'm it's a pretty hot day and stuff, I may not be comfortable doing this, but I kind of just have to forget about it. It's a really complicated one because of I do feel confident a lot of the time, but it's just on the fact that my attitude just comes out like that. I'm pretty sure that it does annoy people sometimes, but generally I'm you can either love me or you can leave me. People can say that I have confidence, but I'm just I don't believe I do have a lot of it. I know that I do have some, but it's just not there half the time. So I don't believe that you have to be comfortable to be confident. Number 6 is you don't have to have an addiction to quit. I think I agree with this slightly, because of you can quit something at any possible time. And it doesn't have to be an addiction, because of sometimes you have addictions to vaping and to drinking and all that other stuff, but sometimes you just don't have an addiction at all, and you can still, the proper full-on addiction can be 10 times harder to get out of. But the not having an addiction to be able to quit something, if you get where I'm going, you get where I'm going. Number 7 is getting married will solve most of your problems, which I do not agree with this. Full stop. Whatever problems you may have, yes, having someone there can help you with the problems, but it doesn't mean that you have to get married to them. Number 8. Giving is better than receiving. For me personally, I'd kind of rather give than receive stuff, which I can agree on that, but then there are a lot of people with the opposite opinion, and your opinion is your opinion, right? But to me, that's just, I agree with that. And a lot of people love receiving stuff, but then they also get called selfish. And then giving someone something can also be a people pleaser thing. But the thing is that as soon as the person who loves to give switches and goes, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore, then it's just the people that treated you with respect and respected your boundaries, some of them don't bloody do it anymore, and then that's when you see on who truly liked you for you and who liked you for giving. Number 9 is abortion isn't the answer. I'm gonna probably get some comments on this, and I probably know that I am, but I believe in abortion. The reason for that is because of if there is a girl that is then she obviously can't help on what's happened to her, so she automatically has to go and get Plan B or an abortion or something like that, because of she didn't ask for it, and she didn't get consent. And I'm not even kidding with you. I heard there was on some sort of social media platform that there was a girl who had this happen to her, right? And she recorded it as evidence. She then got told, she went to the lawyers or whatever the frick you call it, and showed them it, and was like, I have had this happen to me, and I have recorded this for evidence. And they were like, no, we're gonna sue you because of you recorded that without his consent. And my brain went, but where did her consent come into this? Oh, yeah, no, his consent wasn't acknowledged, but her consent was. I believe that abortion it should happen. And the last but not least, you probably had enough of me talking by now. But the last but not least is, it's okay to not have kids. Oh, we love how that one just comes in after abortion. I personally believe that it's okay to not have kids. Like, the amount of times that I've told my parents that if they want grandchildren, they better go and ask my brother for it because it ain't coming from me. I don't personally want kids. They're just a lot to handle, and I struggle to look after myself, never mind looking after a child, and I could never see myself with a kid either way. Like, I would much rather look after my partner or partners, right, than look after a child. So if you do not want to have kids, do not be pressured into it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. And if someone is pressuring you into having a kid, get away from them as soon as possible, because it is not okay for peer pressure, and it's not okay for people to go, you know what, I'm making this decision for you, you can do this, goodbye, kind of stuff, you know? Anyways, if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, click the notification bell, and also comment down what you thought of all of this, and if you agree or